My guests are from Sentinels Canada, and we have Dragon, Beagle, and Sparky as members of this organization. And you have motorcycles. That's
right.
the kind of the common denominator.
Yeah.
But you also have another interest. I'll start with you. Tell me about this particular interest that your group has.
So we're motorcycle enthusiasts, and we're in the business of trying to help children that have been bullied or abused.
Okay. Beagle, is this becoming more prevalent now than it was when we were kids?
I would say so, more with the cyberbullying and online bullying.
Yeah, and that's because, well, my
You
guess
can't
is
control a lot of that.
you can't, and it's anonymous.
Yes.
So people can hide behind their computer, and whereas before, when we were kids, they'd almost have to confront you, or you knew who was doing it.
Right.
Yes.
And now it isn't that way. Sparky, what are some of the results of a kid who's been bullied?
There's so many negative things that the kids can go through. Even the worst thing is obviously a suicide.
Yeah.
They withdraw from everything. They can start harming themselves. They don't want to go to school. They're afraid to leave home if they're being bullied at school. It's very traumatic for all the kids.
And so that's bullying, certainly, and is a form of child abuse.
Yes.
It's usually their own peer group that's doing this.
Yes.
But child abuse, we always think of it as coming from other sources. So what are some of the other sources that you see this coming from, child abuse?
So typically it's more prevalent that it's someone that the child knows.
Right, it's not that stranger
It's
lurking
not
around.
that stranger.
Okay.
It's someone that they know. It could be a family member, a neighbor,
A friend.
a coach,
Right.
right?
Yeah, leader of an organization.
Leader of an organization.
Wow, yeah.
Very sad.
It is. And Beagle, how can a parent tell if maybe something's going on? What should they be aware of?
Well, they should be checking for any changes in the child's behavior.
Yep.
Like,
If they're older and they start bedwetting, if they withdraw into their room, they don't want to go outside, if uncle whoever comes over and they don't want to sit on his lap or they don't want to go near him. And this is one thing a lot of parents say, well, go give him a hug and a kiss. You should never force a child to go hug or kiss anybody, because that's breaking their barrier.
right. And it really is a betrayal in a sense, too,
Yes.
by the parents, that you're making me go near this person who's been harming me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes a child will hide it
Okay.
to protect the parents.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. I would think of them as protecting the perpetrator, but
So the parents don't have to hear about it.
oh,
They don't
boy.
want to disappoint their parents. The parents,
Right. Or they might think they're in trouble themselves.
Exactly.
That
exactly,
this-
they internalize it and they blame themselves.
And isn't that one of the things that happens with someone who is abusing a child, is it's our secret? And
Exactly,
Right,
yeah.
right. So they do manage to keep control. I've also heard of grooming that goes on with
Yeah.
the family, the whole family, not just this kid, but can you tell me
Yeah.
about that?
Well, the abuser will, do things for the family and maybe spend more time with the kids. Oh, you guys are going out. Well, why don't you have the kids come over to my house? I'll watch them here. They could spend the night even. And you're thinking, oh, this is great. We're going to get a date and a nice night out. And he's going to be watching the kids. That's going to be him or her are going to be watching the kids, and we feel safe. And now you're sending and it's hard because it's not obviously everybody, but everybody gets put into that same realm.
Yeah.
I think that's why sports coaches now and our group, we never allow our members to be alone with a child for our own safety,
your
for
own
the
safety.
child's safety,
Yeah.
just to make sure that the child is safe and we're safe as well.
Oh, boy, it's so complicated. It's so much more complicated than it was. You know, we
Oh,
think
yeah.
back, we think back how innocent our lives were,
It-
really.
it really,
Yeah, really. You know, I was thinking with bullying, what if you have a child who is a bully? Okay, who wants to tackle that one?
Well, you just have to kind of put them in the other child's shoes. How would you like it if every day when you came to school, someone was pushing you, prodding you, calling you names, and, you know, make them take a step back and try and see it from the other side, where they
Okay.
can see, okay, well, yeah, I don't like it so much.
And report it to the teacher or the ground, you know, whoever in the playground. Report it to them, teacher, principal.
Is if I think teachers would be aware of it, that this kid is a bully.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yes.
and I have a theory that the schoolyard bully grows up to be a bully.
Absolutely.
And
in the
sometimes that
workplace.
child can be experiencing that kind of abuse at home, where they can be
Okay.
bullied at home or picked on or not treated well at home, so it sort of tumbles down to, well,
They feel more control in the school environment, as an example. So they
Okay.
become the bully because they're so bullied at home.
Okay, I hadn't thought of that. Oh boy,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. What happens if you catch on? Maybe you stumble across their social media, and you realize that they're being bullied. I think the knee-jerk reaction with parents would be take away their computer. So of course they're not going to tell you because they don't want their computer to disappear on them. So what should a parent do when they stumble across some of this information and say, wait a minute, this is what my kid's going through?
I think if they try and, you know, start a conversation with the child, and if they also reach out to the Canadian Centre for Child Protection, they have a lot of great information on their website or through their resources that the parents can find out great information and great ideas and suggestions, and they have great workbooks for kids of all ages.
Really?
That they can, and when we're at the promenade, we hand these things out so that parents can, oh, I don't know how to handle it, so you can read some of these books with the child to help them realize that they're not the only child that's going through this.
Yeah, I think it's more common than we realize. That
Me too.
it's. I would think also a child that just refuses to go to school. Won't
Absolutely.
say why, but that
Yeah.
would be a giveaway. Like what's going on at school? That's
Yeah.
because even teachers can be bullies.
Oh,
Absolutely,
definitely.
yep.
Definitely.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this doesn't. You need funds to do what you
Yeah.
do. It's a great initiative, and I love the motorcycle angle. Is kind of cool. You're having a ride that's coming up.
Yeah, our Freedom from Fear ride, it's on Saturday, June 7th. We go out of the Montreal Legion on 760 on Montreal Street. The registration starts from 9 till 10, and the ride starts, the kickstands are up at 10 o'clock, and we send the riders out. They come back for a barbecue. We're going to have this year a silent auction. We have a great sponsor in Kingston Process Metallurgy.
Oh, wonderful.
They support us financially and with pretty much all the prizes that we give away at our ride and have for auction.
Good for them.
Yeah.
They provide those for us, and so we raise funds that way, and then just it helps us with the community outreach and with activities that we do with the children that we support.
All
So-
funds raised stay in Kingston.
Oh, that's good to
An
know as
area.
well. That's good to know because there is just like this Sentinel started in Kingston.
That's right.
And now it's maybe going to branch out a little
Yes.
bit,
Yeah.
but started in Kingston.
Yes.
Yeah. There must be a fee then to. Is that where the money comes from? You charge a fee for
the
riders?
For the rides.
The riders, yes.
For a
Okay.
rider, it's $25,
Oh, that's
and a
not
passenger
bad.
is $15. And with that,
Okay.
you get the barbecue and a chance at a poker hand. Poker hand prize will be for the
Wow.
winning poker hand, and then door prizes as well.
That's a heck of
So
a deal.
you get
Yeah.
for $25. Most people will walk away with a door prize of some sort and a barbecue
Oh.
lunch. And
Well, what if somebody wants to support you, but they don't have a motorcycle? How does that work? Any ideas? Can I
They
bring
can
my
certainly
bicycle,
come
or-
and they can certainly make a donation. And
Okay,
They
receive-
can also donate through our website.
Yeah.
okay, good to know, good to know, okay. How many people do you expect to turn out for
We
this?
never know, unfortunately,
oh,
because
wow.
of the weather.
Oh, there's
It's,
that.
you know, it could be a rainy, horrible day, and people that have thought that they would come
Right,
have
right.
changed their mind, and, you know, it's the nice.
Wow.
And sometimes they'll come, they'll not ride because of the weather, but still make the donation.
Yeah, we'll
Well-
still be there. We'll still be doing a barbecue. We'll
Yeah.
still have the auction prizes, and anybody that registers has a chance at the door prizes.
Well, that's good to know as well. So actually, somebody could come out, not do the ride.
Oh,
they do-
definitely.
Okay.
And they can also take part in the silent auction.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. So anybody is welcome. You don't
Yeah,
have to have black
absolutely.
leather to
Definitely
go
not.
out there.
And we're
Right.
going to have live entertainment there as well.
Oh, really? What's
Yeah.
that going to be?
Dan Desjardins is a guitarist, singer.
Wonderful.
And so he's donating his time for entertainment.
That sounds like a really fun day.
It's a fun
Yeah,
day.
it is.
It
It
is.
is.
And the Legion
Right.
supports us with letting us use the facility and the thing. And they also let us use the room for our Christmas party with the kids.
That's a really
So
nice
it's-
idea.
yeah,
So
it's
you
great community support.
Yeah.
and it's such a good cause. You
Yeah.
know, like this is something that it affects so many people, and it can really scar you for life. You know,
It
it's
can.
sometimes it really does. It's yeah, quite awful. Anyway, so you know, the other thing I've got to ask: have you always been, motorcycle, or is this something new for the three of you? Is this
I've
No,
been a
I'm-
motorcycle fan forever.
forever?
But like when I moved to Kingston just in 1998, I got my a bike and started riding again. So yeah.
Okay, and you lifetime or?
I started riding in 1982.
Oh wow, so that's like a long time ago. All right, and you're
I started when I retired.
okay. So you're one of the took it up afterwards. That's so interesting. Yeah, I've always been fascinated by these things. They're interesting. Anyway,
Well, come out and go for a ride.
I'll let you in a little secret. They terrify me. A motorcycle, however.
It's one of those
but-
things. Once you get on it, it's
yeah.
so good.
Wind therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. And if people want to make a donation, they can go online. It's on the screen. And for more information, I hope you have a wonderful day. It sounds, and what a good cause. Thank you for doing this.
And thank you
Thank
for
you.
this opportunity. This is
Yes.
wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.